Parks are important to the town because it really is part of that hometown feel. The citizens of Parker enjoy open space, they enjoy using our trails, they enjoy using our parks, and all the other amenities that go along with it.
The investment in parks and trails in Parker really helps facilitate a culture of outdoor activity and recreation.
In the town of Parker, we have about 1,000 acres of town-owned and maintained open space, about 500 acres of town-owned and maintained developed parkland, and another 13 miles of paved trails that are owned and maintained by the town. For the community of this size, that's pretty impressive.
Our planning approach to parks in Parker has always been unique, and we don't want to really do the run-of-the-mill typical kind of park. We consider Parker a first-class community, and our citizens really demand a lot from our park system, and so we try to respond to that and provide first-class amenities throughout the town. O'Brien Park was really the first park that was developed in Parker, even before the town was incorporated, and hence it really anchors the whole downtown area. It's an important park because a lot of civic activities occur there. There is a pool, there's a baseball field, there's just some open areas for community gatherings and civic events, playground, and by far it's our most well-used park in the whole town.
One of the things that the town recognized was they needed an adequate skate park to really facilitate activities for the youth of Parker. The park is basically 8 acres of land that we've gone ahead and implemented 3 major features in. We have the skate park, which I'm standing in now, which is 35,000 square feet, composed of the bowl area as well as a street plaza, which is behind me. We also have 6 tennis courts, as well as a small little playground for the kids.
Living Wheel Park was designed as a passive park where people could come and enjoy a picnic or just walk through and not necessarily have any programmed use there. It was also designed as a bit of a xeric demonstration garden. We have a number of different native grasses, low-use water grasses in here. That was designed specifically for that from an educational standpoint. And then again, when the flagpoles went up and the flagpole lighting went up, the aim at that was more of a place to show respect for veterans, for our branches of service.
Another great example of a unique park and creative funding is Tallman Meadows Park. When developers come to town and they build a community, a residential community, they are typically required to provide certain trails and certain park amenities. We work with the developer and make sure that those designs meet our criteria. Our vision was a little more grand than I think the developer had in mind originally. So when we sat down and worked with them on the design of the park, we made sure that we had adequate sports fields, multi-purpose fields, picnic shelters, parking, all of the things that you'd see in a typical park. All of those amenities were paid for and constructed by the developer, and then the park was dedicated to the town. So we now own it and maintain it. Auburn Hills Community Park is a really unique park in Parker. It was a park that we developed in conjunction with the school district and the developer. It was a park that was required to be constructed by the developer, so they funded it and eventually dedicated it to the town. From a design standpoint, we wanted a park that was more geared towards education, since it was adjacent to the elementary school. So we developed some educational stations at that park, and those stations correspond to the curriculum at the elementary school. There are not that many towns in this area that have an equestrian park. The kinds of facilities that are offered here include a brand new equestrian arena that's lit for evening events. There's a new equestrian building that includes restrooms, a ticket office area. We expanded our parking area, improved access. And then there's also a dressage arena on the other side of the park that's used for equestrians that was restored as part of this project.
Parker has a rich history dating back to the early 1860s. Our commitment here at the town is to really try our best to preserve that history. One way we're doing that is through the development of Preservation Park. Preservation Park, the grand vision will be a trailhead connection to Cherry Creek Trail. We will also have numerous structures over the years that will get moved there and get a good sense of the history of that time, as well as a sense of what Parker was about at that time.
When we plan and design our parks and work with our various partners, we hold them and ourselves to a higher standard with regards to the overall design and the final product.
The investment we make in parks, recreation, trails is just another aspect in which we improve the town on a daily basis.
And the payoff is a great community.
Commitment to our parks and trails. Just another way Parker works for you.